Jaylo,
Yes.
I want to address something real quick.
Well, what did I do?
No, nothing you did.
Okay.
I usually record this with my iPad, and
Like you forgot it.
I forgot it. So the sound may not be quite as good, but I think it'll still be okay.
Okay. Do you want me to get closer to the phone?
If you could just move a little bit closer.
Get a little closer.
Yeah. Hopefully it won't catch up our breathing too much, because I've noticed that sometimes it'll just be like, and it'll drive me crazy.
Oh, you mean like when we're talking and then we make those breathing noises?
Yeah, I hate that.
Okay. What? What? I can't breathe?
No, I just don't like listening to that type of noise. And it's not just us.
Yeah.
But I've even noticed if you listen to some Eminem recordings, you can hear him breathe. You know what song I really pick it up on with him?
What?
It's that song "Sing for the Moment." You can hear him taking those breaths.
You know who you can really hear is Steve Miller.
I need to listen to more of his stuff.
I like his stuff, but there's this one song like I could hear him breathe. You know that song "Keep on Rocking Me, Baby."
Yeah.
And you know, you can hear him breathe. It's like, okay, Steve Miller, we know you can breathe.
We're happy.
Stand away from the microphone a little bit.
He seems like a really nice guy in interviews.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got some good music.
How much money do you think he has?
I have no idea.
Like, do you think somebody like him has to work, or is he okay financially?
I don't really think about that.
Mm.
I honestly think that, well, even with actors, right? Some actors, like if their series ends, they have to look for employment.
Yeah.
Like I remember with Kristen Chenoweth, I don't know if she was joking or if she wasn't joking, but she says, "Hey, I'm looking for employment, so if anybody wants me to act somewhere, because that series Pushing Daisies was canceled, and I heard good things about it. I didn't watch a lot of it, but it was canceled after like one season."
Yeah, you never know, because some people, it comes down to, are they good at saving their money or not?
Yeah. And then she was a part of a series that I didn't watch, and it was called GCB.
Never heard of it.
It stood for Good Christian Bells.
Good Christian.
But it was supposed to be, I heard, I never read about the series, but I don't know how good it is. I have not seen it. I just heard that she was in it. But anyway, it was called GCB. And, I would imagine that with even actors like ones that were from Broadway that get into TV, I would imagine that a regular television actor, unless the show was really, really paid a lot of money, then they would probably have to get another job, right? I would imagine.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm hobnobbing with celebrities, because I'm not.
Yeah.
But I've met people who were fairly successful in showbiz.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking like Tom Cruise successful, but
right.
where you think, okay, maybe this person isn't like living it up, but they definitely have enough money to live comfortably for the rest of their life. If they wanted to do a middle class lifestyle.
Yeah.
And the thing I keep hearing is, no, that they understand why you would think that, but that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
You know, it may help them a little bit, but they still have to hustle, because after a few years, their money runs out. Like the thing, and I may have talked about it here before, but I don't really like late night TV. But
I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, but a bunch of years ago, we're talking maybe 2001 or 2.
Yeah.
I'm watching, it might have been Craig Kilborn.
Okay.
It's just because I was up late. And Allison Hannigan was on. And of course, I'm a big Buffy fan.
Yes. She was Willow, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I watched the interview, and she said something like, yeah, people think because I was on a TV show for 6 years that I don't have to work anymore. And she's like, no, I have some money, but I'm going to go broke if I don't work.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks glamorous. Like, I mean, even with a show that was, I don't know, 10 years running, or even more than that, I would imagine that they still have to have something on the side, or if they're paid enough, then they won't have to. But I think they make it look so glamorous.
It depends on the show too, and is it a network series? Is it popular? There are a lot of different factors, and how good of an agent do you have? But
Yeah.
even movie stars, it shocked me to learn that Nicolas Cage was broke.
Right, I know. Or that Eddie Murphy was spending years at home in front of a TV.
I think he could probably afford to do that.
He's like, yeah, I don't have to work today. I can be in my pajamas. I don't know. I mean, to us lay people, it's such a different world for them, and to us lay people, we think that it's that it's really gravy for them, but it's not. Yes.
Not always.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna bring up Friends again, and I haven't brought up Friends in a while, but Matt LeBlanc plays a struggling actor, Joey Tribbiani, and they kind of make fun of it.
Okay.
Because Estelle is his agent, but she's kind of weird. She she doesn't tell him about some audition until later, and sometimes towards the ending of the show she wasn't getting him really good gigs, so his agent was like very hit and miss. And it kind of poked fun at the actor thing. I thought it was really funny.
That's interesting.
It is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm fascinated by that whole thing. Like, I was listening to Joe Rogan.
Uh-huh.
And, because I'm a fan, even though sometimes I think his show goes a little bit too conservative for my taste. I still think he does a really interesting podcast.
Uh-huh.
But he was talking about when they brought back Fear Factor in 2011.
Oh.
And saying that he looked at, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but he looked at his financial resources at the time, and he said he thought maybe he didn't have to do it and he could live the rest of his life comfortably, but he wasn't 100% sure.
I thought somebody else hosted it. Wasn't it like some guy named Jeff something?
I don't know, but maybe afterwards. But Joe Rogan was the original host of Fear Factor, and he hosted the reboot when they first brought it back. I think Ludacris took it over afterwards, and maybe somebody else since then.
It's kind of like Family Feud, because a lot of people have hosted Family Feud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and a lot of people have hosted a lot of people have hosted Divorce Court and the People's Court.
I definitely watched a lot more Fear Factor than Family Feud.
I watched a little bit of Fear Factor, and some of them were really disgusting.
I loved watching it, though.
I liked it when celebrities were on it. I think somebody had to put their head in a thing where with a bunch of rats, and that was so gross. And then somebody had to eat something weird, and then and they had to do it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the teenager in me, but I love watching really weird stunts like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so I told you I like this show called Bizarre Foods.
Yes.
It's really fun to watch because, number one, I'm thinking, I'm glad I don't have to eat it, and number two, I'm thinking, ew, I cannot believe that Andrew Zimmern is really wanting to eat that. Because there's some weird stuff that's being served in the U.S. even.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. Yes. Like, I think there's some places in California, at least back then, that had like these weird shakes, like the ones that are like with wheatgrass and wheat germ and.
Oh, that's not too weird.
No. But on the show, he was trying some weird concoctions.
I've actually heard that wheatgrass and wheat germ are pretty healthy for you.
Yeah, it sounds gross.
It does, but I've heard really good things about wheatgrass.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
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 Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Babes.
Yes.
Switching the subject a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a problem with my future ex-wife.
She's not your future ex-wife. She's another Karen. We know she's a Karen.
I don't think so.
Karen.
So we are, of course, talking about AOC.
Who will never be your wife.
I said ex-wife.
Or your ex-wife either.
Well, I guess technically we'd have to be married first.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm cool enough for her. And I'm with Jaylo.
Thank you.
Yes, and Jaylo wouldn't allow that.
No, I wouldn't.
Even if AOC became president and she said, "What if?" Okay, let me.
No. Let's just put this to rest and say that I wouldn't give you up to AOC.
Okay, but let me give you a scenario. Let's say AOC comes to you and she says, "Alana, I'm president now. I just got elected, and I really need some of Rick to run this country right. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you my vice president, and I'm going to give you a Supreme Court pick."
No.
You still want to do it? Okay.
No, I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
And then they throw macaroni in her face.
Oh wow. Well,
okay, I wouldn't go that far, but no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't give you up to AOC. No.
My home is a very pro AOC home, but I'm not at my place right now.
She's a killer.
Having said that, she did do something this week that was not a good look for her.
Well, it's not a good look for anybody, but go on.
Well, okay, so I saw this last night. Somebody had said something about it online, but I wasn't sure if it was a real thing or not. And it said that the video was uploaded a couple of days ago. So
I'm surprised it was on YouTube.
Yes.
I'm surprised it wasn't taken down yet. It's probably a good thing you saw it when you did.
So here's what it is, though. AOC is in a crowd of people, and she's sitting down, and somebody, it starts off the video saying, "Hey, are these your people?" And she's like, "Yeah, these are my peeps, blah, 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 blah."
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good. And then it looks like, and I am a blind guy, but it appears as if she pulls out a mask and puts it on when she thinks that the camera is about to start, and then takes it off after she believes that the camera is off. Wow. Which I love. I'm a big fan. I'm like a schoolgirl.
I don't understand.
But that was not cool, and shame on her for that.
And I said I thought she was always a Karen, and it doesn't make her. It cements my opinion of her even more after she did this. But have you noticed? And I know I mentioned to you this to you earlier, that have you ever heard anyone talk about Fauci being caught without a mask off camera?
No, but what I have heard is the email thing where there were leaked emails of him saying that he doesn't think that masks are that effective.
Right.
Which to me is even worse.
That is worse.
Yeah. And we do know that he's lied about masks before, because when the pandemic started, he said you don't really need masks. And he claims that he did it for the right reasons, but it does put a sense of, it does make you wonder how much he can be trusted.
No, he can't be trusted at all. He can't be trusted at all at this point. I mean, he said, before this whole thing started getting out of hand, he said, no, you don't have to wear masks. They're not that effective and we don't need it, which I thought, okay, cool. But then all of a sudden, now you gotta stay home.
Well, and apparently too, he was considering the lab leak theory pretty early on during the pandemic, even though they were still trying to say that it came from a market in Wuhan.
Right, and they were still trying to figure that out.
I was never convinced that it was a market. Like, I wasn't convinced that it wasn't, but I was never swayed either way. I always thought that it could have come from a lab.
I wasn't sure either way. I mean, it could have happened from a market, but I was, more and more I was coming out that no, the Wuhan lab was, this is, something happened in there. And then you heard about like how the SARS virus, what happened with that.
I don't know enough about that, to be honest. That's above my pay grade.
Yeah, anyway, something was going on in there, and it was pretty shady. But no, I mean, it's like, I mean, I don't know why. Well, I do know why, actually. I do really think that, people like Fauci think that Americans aren't watching. The rest of America isn't watching this, and we are. We pay attention to these things.
It's also a thing, too, where he's an older man, and he didn't grow up with the internet. Mm-hmm. So I think that probably plays into it as well.
But that doesn't give him any excuse to...
I'm not trying to say that...
No, I'm not saying you're making excuses. Okay. I'm just saying in general, it doesn't make any excuse for this. There's no excuse for this.
No.
Not from him, not from AOC, not from anybody.
Well, the AOC thing is really weird.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. That didn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, it was a very cringeworthy video. as a fan of hers, for real, it was hard to watch.
Yeah.
And I watched it a few times, just to make sure that like
you weren't seeing stuff.
Yeah, is this really the case? That was weird.
Yeah, was there anybody pushing back against
No.
what she did online?
Oh, online. So yeah, I read the comment section and people were not happy. So I get the sense that this was uploaded by a conservative YouTube channel, which doesn't make it wrong, right? I'm just saying that as a point of fact.
Well, that's why I'm surprised that it wasn't even taken down.
Okay, I can't speak to that, but the comments were very critical, which rightfully so in this situation.
Oh yeah.
Now there was one comment, and you can tell that this guy was right wing, but it did make me laugh.
Really?
He said something to the effect of, "She's the only waitress who won't serve you anything." I was like, okay, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I disagree with that.
She wouldn't.
No, but I also do hate the criticism when people say, well, how can she be a congresswoman when she used to be a bartender?
Well, no, but here's the thing, though, and I mentioned this before.
Yes.
Okay? It's not that a person who is a bartender, who was a bartender, could become a congresswoman. It's that she was, the thing that people are mad about is that she has tried to say that she grew up poor when she actually was a very, very privileged girl. And she grew up in New York Town Heights, which is not the Bronx. We're finding this out, and she's telling people that, she's got this kind of whiny, self-righteous attitude that people are just really tired about.
I will have to research that. Now, I will say that the video this week makes me question a lot of what she says.
And that's why a lot of people like myself think that she is the biggest Karen ever.
I would not go that far.
I don't know, how did that term Karen ever start coming around?
I think it's a lefty term, babes.
Yeah, because isn't that kind of an insult to real Karens?
I don't know.
I haven't met a whiny Karen. That was actually named Karen.
It's funny though.
I know.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It's for a good time.
But no, I mean, yeah. Anyway, I can go on and on about this, but
let's get to a piece of good political news. We had something historic happen this week. It was the first time in U.S. history that somebody with the last name Bush did something good for the people.
Cori Bushwhack.
Oh, come, babes. Even you were saying earlier that this was good.
Well, I wasn't like, I wasn't like so excited, but I am glad that somebody took responsibility for the people that could have been evicted.
She really stepped up, and for real, everybody else in the Democratic Party kind of just like blew off the idea that tons of people were about to get evicted, except for Cori Bush.
I will say this, despite what I think about Cori Bush, and I think, I honestly think she's way, way woke, but I also think that it sounds like the right and the left have really, some people on the right and on the left have come together and said this isn't right because after what happened a year and a half ago, they can't just let people get off of the Biden should not have, Biden should have addressed it.
Absolutely, he should have.
He should have addressed it because, if he's going to, he needs to do that.
What really should happen, babes, is there should be a bailout for landlords.
You think so?
Yes. Absolutely. And we don't have that, at least not yet. But in whether or not you like Cori Bush on other things, at least she stepped up. At least she actually did the thing that nobody else wanted to do.
No, I'm glad that she did do that. Because what if the people that were really, thankfully, thankfully for us, we were able to get our rent in on time.
Yeah.
But what about the people that just lost their job? they're not able to get enough to pay their rent, and the moratorium was going to be over.
I heard estimates between 15 and 20 million people were about to lose their housing.
Wow.
Yeah. Which would not have bode well for Biden in the midterm. So he's already going to do really bad.
Oh, no, we know. The right and the left, I think, are a lot of people on both sides are together on this. Cause
yeah, well, most people who are like really on the left don't like Biden.
Really?
Are you sure? I don't like Biden.
No, but you're not even that far left. I mean, you're not like radical left. The radical left don't care.
Well, I can't speak to that, but what I can say is people who I don't like Biden, and I've been pretty consistent with that.
I will say you have.
Yeah.
I will say you have.
Yeah, just because he doesn't really represent the people. He represents his donors. And there for real is some question about his mental stability.
Absolutely, it is.
Yes.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah. Absolutely, it is.
And I don't think that Kamala Harris would be a good president at all.
No. She would. No, she wouldn't.
As much as, I didn't like the AOC thing, I would much rather have AOC as president than Kamala Harris.
That whiny Karen.
Oh my goodness. All right, babe, scenario.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Scenario.
I'm going to give you the same answer.
What's that?
No.
Okay, but here's my scenario. I'm just going to throw it out there. There's like a warp in the space-time continuum.
Oh, goodness.
Or Kamala Harris
shows... Is that Star Trek speak?
Yes. Or Kamala Harris shows her true political colors and runs for president under the Republican Party. And AOC runs for president under the Democratic Party. So it's either AOC or Kamala Harris.
No, I'm not going to vote for any of them.
Wow.
I can't. I mean, in good conscience.
I would absolutely
vote for AOC. In good conscience, because Kamala Harris would be a horrible representation of the Republican Party.
Absolutely.
And I think that so would AOC, but that's my opinion.
The Republican Party, yeah. I think she would.
No. She wouldn't. She would be a horrible representation of our country.
I think she would be a better president than Biden.
Ugh, no.
But
No.
That's my opinion.
No.
Yes. Honestly, though, like Cori Bush coming out strong, I could see maybe voting for her one day for president.
I wouldn't vote for her even if she did that.
You know that she's only been in Congress for, 8 months now?
I'm sure. That doesn't make her a good candidate for president, or...
No, but put it to you this way. This one thing alone doesn't make her a good candidate, but it makes it to where you could look at her and then let's see her actions coming up and see what she does. And if she continues to fight for the people like this, then maybe she is somebody who would be a good president one day.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
I really do think that that's super cool that she did that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that those Biden's handlers are making things worse.
Well, I wish I could argue with you on that one.
No, I'm glad we're on the same page, because it's just making things worse.
You know, babes, I don't think there's ever been a U.S. president in our lifetime that I've liked.
You think you might like Coolidge?
I'm talking about our lifetime.
No, I know. But if you're thinking about like presidents before now.
Yeah.
Like way before, because I remember I had a poli-sci professor was saying that his favorite president was Coolidge, reading about Coolidge, and I don't know anything about Coolidge actually.
He worked in radio.
That's kind of cool.
Very early on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Calvin Coolidge. Yeah.
I read about that in a book. I think it was called Hello Everyone. I forgot the subtitle, but anyways.
Hold on, I gotta.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just fixing something here.
Oh, I thought you had to run to the bathroom.
No, I'm fine. Why do you always have to think that, Bob?
I don't know, babes.
You got a sick mind.
No, I don't. Sometimes you do that.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah.
I never had to do that in all the times that we recorded these episodes. I never had to do that in the middle of it.
Okay. Very good, babes.
But anyway,
Yeah, I don't like U.S. presidents.
Oh.
Hopefully, I'll be able to, by the time I die, I'll be able to say there was at least one that I could kind of stand. But that is not the case as of yet. Yes. They really want to get my approval, do something really revolutionary. Like, say, we're going to get rid of the homeless problem in this country and really do it. Or say, we're going to back out of all these wars and follow through with it. You know, instead of these, like, little half-ass measures on the left and nothing on the right.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, yes. But give me a kiss.
No.
Why not? Come on. Well, thank you. Thank you there, Jaylo.
Bubs.
What?
I'll Pillsbury you.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
All right, give me
one more.
Jaylo.
Yes.
Have you been doing any reading this week?
Yes, I have a lot, actually.
Tell me.
Well, last night in particular, I wasn't tired yet, so I was listening to the third installment of the Left Behind series. It's really getting exciting. And I'm on chapter 15. So I was telling you this morning about the plot in the story so far. There's a rabbi named Sion Ben Judah, and he is on the run because he was accused of murdering his wife and stepchildren. But the problem is that the journalist in the book, Cameron Williams, he found out that it wasn't Rabbi Ben Judah who killed his family. It was the people who worked for Nicolae Carpathia. And Nicolae Carpathia is the potentate, the world's potentate.
What's a potentate?
I think it's some kind of like one of the highest things you could be. He's the American potentate, but the world is following him.
Okay.
And so it's interesting. He in the part where I am at right now, he just got on a plane out of, I'm trying to think now. He got on a plane outside of Egypt and was heading back to America because he had to he went to Israel to do something. He had to do something for the rabbi and his friend Chaim Rosenzweig. I think that's how you pronounce it. Chaim.
Rosenzweig?
Yeah, Rosenzweig was his last name.
Okay.
Chaim Rosenzweig was was another doctor.
Yes.
So it's getting pretty exciting, actually.
Okay. Nice people.
You're like, okay. Yes. You don't seem so excited.
I never had any desire to read the Left Behind series. I'm not a Christian.
I
don't know if the books would appeal to me or not.
I honestly think you would. It's you've always challenged me with books, and
yes.
Maybe this is a time where I'm challenging you with books.
But we do Jaylo Loves Jesus, where you get to read me the good book.
I know, Bubs, but there are some books that I'd like you to read too. You know.
Oh. Well, you're reading me from the Bible, babe.
I know, Bubs, but yes, the Bible is my ultimate favorite book, but
more than the Confederacy of Dunces.
Yes, it is.
All right, go ahead.
Because the Confederacy of Dunces may be funny, but it's not real.
Someone make the argument about the Bible.
Ah!
I would make that argument.
Pillsbury.
All right. You really think I'd enjoy the Left Behind?
I think you would. I think you would. You may not understand it, and I could fill in the gaps.
Oh.
But I think you would.
It just sounds like propaganda to me.
Well, you're not going to know that unless you read it.
But I have no desire to read propaganda.
How do you know it is propaganda? You haven't read it.
It sounds like it. Oh.
Ow.
You made me drop my phone, you right?
Yeah.
It's okay, babes. It sounds like propaganda to me as well.
Well, Bubs, you said that you believe that you're here to challenge me. Well, I'm challenging you. I'm challenging your mind.
There's other ways to do that.
I'm challenging your mind, Bubs.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens, babe.
Don't knock it till you try it. There's other books that I want to read that, might be interesting for you to read too.
Like what?
There's a book I've heard about that I haven't read yet, and it's called Evidence That Demands a Verdict.
Oh.
Bubs, don't comment. Don't comment from the peanut gallery. Ow, ow.
Oh, sorry, babes. You right?
Oh, yeah. There's my hand.
Okay,
Hey!
all right. Let me get.
I tickled twos.
Okay, tickle twos. And then you just tickled me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, tickle twos.
All right.
Hi, sorry.
That's okay, babes.
Anyway.
I read a really powerful book on Sunday called Replay.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You were telling me about this.
This book was super interesting. It's kind of affected the rest of my week, too. So the book was written by a man named Ken Grinwood. And it's about this guy who has a heart attack in 1988. And he wakes up as his 18-year-old self in 63 as he's going to college.
And how old is he in the beginning of the book?
He's like 43.
Wow.
And then he dies, which happens like on the second page. Okay. And you enjoying that box?
Bubs, just keep talking.
Okay.
Bubs!
All right.
Stop laughing. It's not that funny.
So he relives his life, and at first you think, oh, this is just going to be a book basically about this guy who becomes super rich and great with the ladies now and travels a lot, right?
Uh-huh.
So he gets back to 1988, goes to the doctor says your heart is fine, and then he dies of another heart attack and wakes up again in 1963.
Wow. Keeps
reliving this. Eventually, on like the 6th or 7th replay of his life, he meets a lady because he sees some movie that kind of reminds him of Star Wars, except it comes out like a few years earlier.
Oh, that's weird.
So...
What is it called?
I forgot the name of it. He finds out that this girl is also replaying her life as well.
Wow.
Yeah, and she dies earlier in the day than he does, but on the same day.
Wow.
Okay, so they both die, and they go back, and then he starts to notice that he's going back not at the same time, but a little bit later each time. So first it's a couple of days later, then it's a few months later. And so he tries to reconnect with her, but her replay hasn't started yet. So he has to wait like a year and a half for her to come back. So her time is getting shorter. And it's just about their adventure together.
Wow.
It was a really powerful book.
His time is getting shorter with her?
His time is getting shorter, but hers is getting shorter faster.
Oh, wow.
Right. So it's very, very interesting.
Wow.
But this led me to something, babes.
What's that?
So, I regret a lot of my behavior in middle school and high school and all that stuff, right? And I used to go to this school called MLC, which is a very hippie alternative high school here in Portland.
Right.
MLC was a lot of fun, but I could have been a better student and a better friend to the people I met.
Right.
But after reading Replay, I go on the Facebook page for MLC. And I don't know if all schools are like this, but a lot of people from the past were posting their memories, like showing pictures from the 70s or the 80s and saying, well, do you guys remember doing this or that or this event? And it was super interesting.
Oh, wow.
I got caught up in that. Well, so here's another story. I had a friend there who ended up moving to LA, right? And he was talking to me and saying, you should really come out here and move. It's incredible.
Yeah.
You'd really like it. It's great. So I go out there, and he had turned into a gigantic asshole. Like, he was already kind of a dick, but so was I, so it didn't really matter. But in LA, he just...
But you were just bad together.
Yeah, he was just a real asshole when I moved out there, right? And we had a huge falling out to the point where, up until earlier this week, I'd just be like, oh, completely fuck him. All that stuff, right? Part of our falling out had to do with, let's just say there was some identity fraud on my end. Like, he started posting stuff online as me, right?
And then you posted stuff online.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
No, I mean, didn't you do something else?
No.
Yeah.
No. But I did some stuff behind the scenes.
That's what I mean.
It's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But he posted stuff online pretending to be me. And so, how does this all relate? I'm on the MLC page and I'm scrolling down and I see this post by somebody named Rick Hammond.
Of course.
Of course. Saying, so-and-so was an ex-student and we're trying to raise money so he can go back to living his life independently.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we might also want to say here that even though I'm disabled, I have many able-bodied friends.
Yeah.
And when I knew this person, they did not have a disability.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And they love to walk and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I track this person down on Facebook, and I find out that they are now confined to a wheelchair. I do some research into the condition they had, and it does not look good.
Wow.
Like it looks pretty bad from what I've heard.
And when you described it to me, it sounded like it was almost like ALS. Or multiple sclerosis or something.
I'm not quite sure about that, but it doesn't sound pretty.
Is it a rare disease?
It sounds pretty rare.
Wow.
And then I went from being really, really angry at this person to feeling sad for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like their life there's nothing wrong with being disabled,
mm-hmm.
but it could feel like there's something wrong if you're one of these people who feels pride about not being disabled, and then one day you're in a wheelchair. And by the way, some posts were worded on the MLC Facebook page, you don't have your independence anymore.
Right.
We should also say that the thing that was said as me by somebody else
mm-hmm.
was over 5 years ago.
Wow.
And there were no likes, no comments below it.
Wow. That's crazy.
Which probably says something to take that however you want to take it.
Mm-hmm.
But so I don't know how well this person is doing. They might not even be alive anymore. But I felt really, really sad. And about a half hour after I saw this, I get on a conference call with some friends, none of whom know this person.
Mm-hmm.
I tell the story, and one of my friends says, how do you know he's not just faking it?
Yeah, I remember you told me that, and I'm like, well, that's true, because if this person can fake being you
mm-hmm.
and post stuff about you, how do you know that maybe, didn't you say that this person was saying like, oh, could you start a GoFundMe page or whatever it is?
So the thing that was posted as me was a link to a GoFundMe page.
A GoFundMe page, okay.
Yeah.
So how do you know if this person really has this disease and wants sympathy versus somebody who actually has a disease and doesn't know how to, is no longer as independent as they used to be?
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
And I don't know for sure, but what I will say is when I looked on this person's personal Facebook page, there are a couple pictures of him in a wheelchair.
Wow.
And pictures of him around people in a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. Now that doesn't mean that it's true, but it means that the likelihood is a little bit higher than if he's just writing this in his room.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the posts on his page was to try to help out somebody else.
Okay.
Which may just be deflecting mm-hmm. and him trying to seem like a good person. Mm-hmm. I'm open to that possibility.
Yeah.
But it seemed fairly legit to me.
Mm.
And that night I got really sad. I had trouble sleeping that night.
Oh, wow.
I just got really sad.
Mm.
Yeah. It doesn't mean, like, I I even thought, well, maybe I should reach out to some people and try to call him and bury the hatchet.
I don't know.
That lasted for about 20 minutes.
I don't know. Sometimes there are people that you should never reconcile with.
I agree. And that was a spur of the moment thing, and I didn't do it.
I think the best thing to do, well, I don't know what to do. I mean, yeah, it's hard.
Can I get into my conclusion a little bit?
Yes.
So I quickly realized, no, you don't have to go that far. Yeah. And here's where we stand today. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's lying or not. My credit doesn't seem to be affected, which means if he stole my identity again, it's not what it was the first time.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I don't have to protect against that.
Right.
The last post was over 5 years ago. Nobody paid any attention to it, mm-hmm. from what I can tell. Mm-hmm. And also from what I've read, I don't know how much more longer he has to live, even if he's still alive, because his last post on Facebook was over a year ago. Mm-hmm. My assumption at this moment is going to be that he's telling the truth and that he's in really bad shape. Yeah. And that's sad. And even though that's sad, I can forgive, or at least try to forgive, while realizing that he was still an asshole to me. So, just because I can let go doesn't mean that I have to call him or we have to become best friends again. I can just let go and let him live his life.
Of course, yeah. I always thought that, forgiving someone doesn't necessarily lead to reconciliation.
Yeah. Now, who knows? Maybe I'll research this more and I'll find out that he's faking. And if he's faking, I'm going to go batshit crazy. But for the moment,
well, if he's faking it, I don't think it really matters anymore, because if you're going to move on, then move on.
No, but I'm moving on because he's faking it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's what it's like. Not to minimalize anything, but I will. North Korea and South Korea are still technically at war. Yeah. But there's been a ceasefire since, I want to say, 1953. Mm-hmm. And I feel like in my situation with this person, there's a ceasefire.
So right now there's no truce, but there's a ceasefire.
There's a ceasefire. There's a ceasefire. Maybe you can even say temporary truce. Okay. But the war isn't over, but it's looking like it's not technically over, but it's kind of done.
Now, let me ask you some more questions if you can answer that.
Go ahead.
You saw this person in a wheelchair. Did you see anything else? Like, did his face look different? Did he have any hair?
His face didn't look a little bit different, but not too much. I also don't want to give out every detail.
No, I understand, but I mean, I'm just trying to get an idea, because I'm wondering, like, if somebody were faking it.
It looked like it was still him.
It looked like it was still him.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, if he was actually faking this condition, I wonder what he would have to do.
Well, he could just buy a wheelchair and sit in it and fake it and just tell people that he has this disease.
Right.
Which is possible.
It is possible. And there also could be too that his mind is not the way it used to be either.
Yeah, and he does have some issues with mental stability.
Yeah, even before that thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you notice anything way before the falling out that you now realize? Oh, okay.
Yes, but I don't want to go into details.
No, you don't have to.
Because I'm giving out a lot of stuff.
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm sure you probably noticed some big things.
Yeah. In retrospect.
Okay.
Yes. But I also wasn't perfect either.
Right.
Yes. And who knows? Maybe he's passed on.
I don't know.
Maybe he has.
Who knows?
Who knows, babes?
Who knows?
And if he has, then, well,
Then he has.
Hell has another person.
Uh-oh.
Yes. But only the good die young, so he's probably still alive.
No, that's not true, Bob.
Oh, that's not true.
Not only the good die young.
Oh, good. Maybe it's...
Sometimes the bad die young, too.
Yes. Oh, good.
I don't know. Bob.
What?
You're funny. You're like, oh, good. Wow.
Well, maybe he is in a warmer spot right now.
Oh, it's more than warm.
Well, maybe he is in a hot spot right now.
It's a fiery one.
Maybe he's having fun in the fire. Who knows?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my badness. But in any event, until I can verify whether he's alive or dead, there is a temporary truce. The ceasefire. A ceasefire.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And if he is dead, I want it to be from natural causes, not through,
That's what you
else.
want for anybody. I mean, that's the way I want to go, is by natural causes.
I don't care how I go, just as long as it's extremely fast.
Yeah. Well, natural causes to me, I mean, whether or not I'm dreaming, I don't want to feel anything. I don't want to hear anything. I just want to go like that.
I don't want my brain to have time to process how I'm dying, or that I'm dying. I just want to go fast. Whether that means being shot or something falling on me.
Or you falling off of whatever it is.
Just as long as it's super fast, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Super fast and painless.
And you don't have time to feel anything.
Exactly.
At all.
Right.
No time to think about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that book replay led to some weird stuff this week.
Does it make you think about mortality and...
It makes me think of just how strange life is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I read that, and now segue into the other books.
Uh-huh.
I read this book, I think it's called, unfortunately I can't check my phone or else it would pause the recording.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called A Serial Killer in Nazi Germany.
Wow.
Or Serial Killer in Berlin.
Okay.
And it's about this man who killed 8 women between like 1938 and 1942. And he severely injured another 6 by throwing them off of moving trains and strangling them to death.
Wow.
It's super interesting because they were talking in the afterwards of the book of one of the investigators on his case ended up, because he was a Nazi, going to a death camp and killing like 11,000 people.
Wow. And
the psychologist, I think it was, who was, trying to profile him, through psychological makeup,
mm-hmm.
It came up with some poison that helped euthanize children.
Really?
So it's like 2 of the investigators ended up killing a lot more innocent people than this guy ever did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I thought that was fascinating.
Wow.
It would make for a really interesting miniseries on Netflix, though.
Huh.
Like, you have these Nazis investigating a serial killer.
Oh, wow.
What do you think about that, babes?
That does sound like an interesting show.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be.
Yeah.
Wow. It sounds like it was an interesting book.
It was. Then I read Will You Miss Me When I'm Gone, which is a biography of the Carter family.
Did you finish it already?
I did.
Did you like it?
I thought it was pretty good.
Good.
Yeah. I learned a lot about Maybelle and Sarah and AP Carter.
Yep.
And of course their connection with Johnny Cash.
Yep.
Even though, well, I guess AP didn't really have a connection to him.
But June did.
Yep.
She ended up marrying him.
Yep. June and Maybelle did.
Maybelle?
Yeah, Maybelle Carter was June's mom, I think. Wasn't she? According to the book, she was.
No. Johnny Cash was married to somebody else before June, but I don't...
Yeah, I said June was Maybelle's mom. I mean, Maybelle was June's mom.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Are you tired, babes?
No.
Okay. You seem a little zoned out, okay.
No, I'm fine, bud.
But
he married somebody else before June
Carter. I know, but then he married June Carter. And so Maybelle became his mother-in-law.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Maybelle.
It was a very fun read. And they worked really, really hard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, they were the first, I think probably the first country family that was traveling.
Maybe.
Possibly.
But it's also when they weren't traveling and then when they were home, they were always on the farm just doing work.
Yeah, and we talked about how, kids that grow up on a farm and they learn how to work with the horses and clean and, milk the cows, that's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine, and I said, that probably, aided in how disciplined those kids are that grow up on farms like that, and they end up working on the farm later in life.
Yes.
As they get older.
Yes.
And I thought, wow, no wonder why some of the people that work on the farm, on farms when they were kids, have a lot of a good work ethic. It seems like it.
Yeah, I wish my work ethic was like that.
But, you know.
And right now, I'm in the middle of a book called My Lunches with Orson.
Yeah.
I think it's his agent.
Mm-hmm.
Recorded about 40 hours of conversations that he had with Orson Welles over lunch between 1983 and 1985.
Ah.
And the author, Peter Biskind, transcribed a lot of these conversations, or portions of them. It's super interesting hearing him talk and say that he didn't think that Humphrey Bogart was a good actor, or just like downplaying and saying that most really good actors are pretty dumb in real life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's some movie he was trying to get made, and he was complaining that Jack Nicholson wouldn't do it, but his agent said, well, we could get Robert De Niro. He wants to do it, but apparently Orson Welles didn't think that he could act that well. And this was after Raging Bull.
Oh, wow.
And Taxi Driver and Godfather 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yes. So that's what I've been reading, babes.
Really good, Bubby.
Yes, babes. You sound tired, babes.
A little bit, but I'm not tired.
Oh, what do you want to talk about, Jay? Whoa.
Got the groceries. I got everything I wanted.
Nice.
Everything we needed. We even got a cake because what is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is our anniversary.
Yes, our 3-year anniversary.
That's right.
Yes, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot to talk about tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, you will.
And then, you decided to be the little baker last night, and you baked what?
An apple pie.
An apple pie. We're going to have that tonight, by the way.
Yes. I'm excited about that.
I am excited because I like a good warm apple pie once in a while, and I'm anxious to taste how it turned out, because it sounds like it turned out really good.
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad that you brought a disposable tin here.
I am too, babes.
Which is good.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, you will. Oh my God.
Very good. Nice.
Nice. I love you. Nice.
But no, I remember last year when we did our anniversary show, and I'm like, wow, a year went by so quickly.
I know.
Yeah. And the last couple weeks, I'm thinking, what should I get him? What should I get him? Well, anyway, that'll be for, possibly the next episode. I don't know.
My gifts for Alana still has not come yet.
Yes. It's possible that I may actually give yours to you tomorrow.
Nice.
Since it's already here.
Very good, babes.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
All right, so I think we'll stop this, and then did you want to do that reading hour?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I think you should do that.
All right, bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.